Hey, what's up guys, AJ here with Ablog Cinema telling you it's time to leave the Shire. Have you ever sat around a campfire and listened to someone tell you stories? Telling stories, whether it's behind a fire or at bedtime or really whatever, is part of being human. Everyone has done it. Think about everything you can think of. It's a story. Some people just like to do stuff just for the story until they came out with Vine. Then they just do it for the Vine. Stories, whether it's from the beginning of time or even now, all these stories use the same story outlines or story models. The most popular story model is called the hero's journey. You've probably seen 1,000 movies like this. Think about some of your favorite films ever. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Back to the Future, Harry Potter. Some of your favorite movies go back to this ancient storytelling method. The first part of our story is just an ordinary life. We see our character and their normal life, their normal place in life. Then we have the call to adventure. Suddenly something happens where our character has to react to it. There's something that calls our main hero to do something that he normally wouldn't want to do. Something that he doesn't feel comfortable doing. It's a call that is supposed to take them out from their normal world to the unknown world. The next step is refusal of the call. Of course our character is gonna be scared to make that next step, so he's not gonna do it. He's gonna blow it off. He's gonna go to Tashi's station so he can go get some power converters. Our character does not want to call to action. He's gonna try to run away as best he can. So when our character is far enough away from refusing the call, he thinks he's safe, is that's when we're gonna meet the mentor. Whether that's Doc Brown, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Dumbledore, Gandalf, you're gonna meet some wise old person who's going to help you. So after we meet our mentor and he convinces us, we have to walk through the threshold. Now, side note, if you're watching the movie and they actually walk through a door or they walk through something, that's literally walking through the threshold. Cross through that threshold, that's where we begin to form our group of merry men, and we get to build our allies who are going to help us on this journey, and sometimes we build some enemies. The next step is our revelation. This is where all the things come together in that big fight scene that everyone's been waiting for. This is where our character finally confronts his biggest fear. But inevitably, we come out on top. That leads us to our next stage, which is transformation. Now that Luke's destroyed the Death Star, or Frodo has gotten rid of the ring, we are finally in that point where our character is not the same as he was before. Something has given him confidence. This whole ordeal has made him a better person, a more confident person, a stronger person than where he was before. And that really brings us to atonement. That's when he comes back and he knows that life is a lot better. Marty McFly comes back and like Biff is buffing his car. He's got that Jeep, his parents are happy and together, and the story kind of has his happy ending. But we do know that the main character has grown and is in a better place now. Even though the hero's journey is the most common storytelling model, it doesn't mean it's the only one. But if you can take away one thing from this, I really want you to know that a story is not a good story unless our main character has something to lose. In life, we know that life has consequences, and if I do something, there are going to be either positive or negative consequences to my actions. If your character doesn't have anything to lose or any kind of consequences to his actions, then why are we going to care? If you want your audience to become attached, they need to feel connected to that character. Then that character has to have something to lose. Otherwise, we don't really care. We have to feel connected to that character, feel vulnerable to that character, with that character, and then that's how we'll stay engaged. That's how this model works. Those are the story models, those are the story arcs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking around this long. If you like the video, please like it. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Guys, it means so much to me that I'm getting so many likes. It's awesome. And we're getting about 50 views per video. That's really awesome. And I'd love to get this video out to as many people as possible. I'd love to get all my videos out to as many people as possible. So if you could, share the video, tell your friends about it. Let's spread the word. And if you have something that you want to watch, if there's something that you want me to make a video on, please comment in the description below. I'll read the comments, guys. And if you have a suggestion for the video, more than likely it's gonna be done. I'm AJ with Ablog Cinema, and I'll see you guys next week. That's why that Twilight Zone really sucks. Because nobody wins in the Twilight Zone. So once we've crossed through that threshold, that's really hard to say. It's a tongue twister. This just in, I have paper.